Hull, open three. Oh, what a sight for Lexie Hull. She has needed that one to drop.
Caitlin Clark's reaction to Lexie Hull's shot says it all. From the sidelines, she watches her teammate break a shooting slump with a three-pointer. The spark that ignited one of the Indiana Fever's most dominant performances of the season. Without their star player or a true point guard, the team was expected to struggle. Instead, they delivered a masterclass in resilience, with major playoff implications. The Chicago Sky never knew what hit them.
We're back home, baby, let's go! Back in the W column. Well, I got your challenge. That's a big dub, baby! Point guard.
Big dub.
Picture the Fever's worst nightmare coming true. Back-to-back losses no one saw coming. The team was flying high after dominating early in their West Coast road trip. But Phoenix and Los Angeles brought them crashing back down. These weren't just ordinary losses. They were the kind that make you question everything about your playoff hopes.
Obviously we lost our last two, but I think, that LA one felt good for us because we didn't quit. And then, life happened the other night at the Valley, so we could have looked at it like, oh, woe is me, and, we don't have enough players, and we didn't. So shout out to our group for just staying confident and staying ready because, it's a professional league and we have to be ready and we can't make too many excuses about it because no one's going to hand us anything. So we might as well look at it for what it is and keep showing up.
The team was already struggling with Caitlin Clark sidelined since July 15th due to quad and groin injuries, with no timeline for her return. But things got even worse during the Phoenix game. In the first quarter, Sydney Colson went down with an ACL tear in her left knee. And you could see it happen in real time. Just like that, her season was over.
Tonight?
Unbelievably proud. I think this is the most resilient team I've ever been a part of, and I say that wholeheartedly. We've had a lot of mishap happen throughout the course of the season. I think throughout the course of it all, we stay resilient, and you guys get to see us at our best when we stay together and be resilient. So shout out to my girls tonight because I think it took everybody. Everyone played a piece, played a role, and I think that's how we got the dub.
But here's where it gets truly devastating. Ari McDonald broke a bone in her right foot during the fourth quarter of that same game. 2 point guards, one night, both out for the season. Suddenly, the Fever were left without a single healthy floor general. No team in the WNBA wants to face a game without its point guard. But losing the backup too, and the backup to the backup, that's pure basketball nightmare territory.
I mean, you guys are unfortunately kind of familiar with injury updates this season, but I imagine yesterday's was probably pretty tough. Just what's the reaction been from you guys, the players, the coaches, to losing Sid and Ari?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, just brokenhearted for them. They're two really good people that you hate to see this happen to. They've been an integral part of what we've been doing, and so hate it for them. Unfortunately, it's part of the deal, and we've got to roll with it. And we've got players in that locker room who believe in one another. Players in that locker room who are as competitive as all get out. We've got versatility, and it's going to have to be on full display. So I think now it's about playing to honor them, right, and playing for them.
Coach Stephanie White had to figure out her rotations on the fly. She mentioned using a by committee approach to run the offense, which is basically coach speak for we're figuring it out as we go.
This means you don't have any healthy point guards and you're not able to sign anyone for tonight's game. Just for tonight specifically, what is your plan kind of running point?
We'll have to do it by committee, certainly. We've been utilizing AB to initiate offense throughout the course of the season, so we'll use her, continue to use her. Sophie, at times this season, particularly early, ran some of the point for us as well. So we'll utilize her and Kelsey can initiate offense too. So I think the most important thing is that we aren't going to be able to do every play in our arsenal. We'll have to play a big lineup. We'll have to simplify. But we've got players who are capable of getting us into offense, and we'll utilize them in such a way.
Fans began to question whether the Fever could handle real adversity. With Caitlin Clark still out and the trade deadline long gone, the front office had no options left. The team was stuck with what they had. The Chicago Sky, meanwhile, probably thought they were catching Indiana at the perfect time, wounded, desperate, and missing their biggest star. After losing to the Fever in every matchup this season, this looked like their chance to finally get revenge. But what the Sky didn't realize was that the Fever had been building something special all year. This wasn't going to be another collapse story. It was the beginning of a masterclass in team basketball, resilience, and pure grit. And the stage was set for someone unexpected to step up and change everything.
Williams gonna have to hurry off the dribble, rolls out. Oh, open three. Oh, what a sight for Lexie Hull. She has needed that one to drop.
Lexie Hull catching fire.
Now Chicago just needs to get it a little bit more settled here in the half court. Nurse loses it. Mitchell 2-on-1. It's a foot race. Mitchell to Cunningham. Cunningham right there for two more.
Lexie Hull had been trapped in her own head for weeks. Shot after shot bounced off the rim as her confidence slowly crumbled. This wasn't just a rough stretch. It was the worst shooting slump of her professional career. Over the 2 weeks leading up to the Chicago game, she hit just 2 of 25 attempts from beyond the arc. Her mother hadn't seen her make a three-pointer since August 3rd against Dallas.
What was kind of the last month like? How do you stay out of your head or listen to the right people? What is that balance like? As you know what you need to do. Take us kind of what's that like?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it's focusing on doing the right thing, taking the right shots, being in the right place, focusing less on the outcome of things. Missed shots happen. It's going to happen in everyone's career. And to just really focus on getting the next good one. I think that's the whole mindset, and we know we have confidence in every single person on every shot that they take. So, just keep shooting.
Hull's shooting struggles had reached a painful low. She was missing open looks she used to drain with ease. And you could see the hesitation creeping in. Shots that once came naturally now felt forced. Her smooth rhythm replaced by self-doubt. With every missed three-pointer, the pressure mounted, trapping her in a mental prison where overthinking overpowered instinct.
And then Lexie, what was it like to finally break out of that slump, and especially on a night when they needed you to?
Yeah, I mean, it feels good. It feels good to see the ball go through the net. But I think, every game, regardless, you're making shots, you're not, it feels really, really good to have your teammates behind you. And I definitely feel that every day. And it's fun. It was fun today to get to celebrate some of those.
The Phoenix game showed just how bad things had gotten. Hull went 1 for 11 from the field and 0 for 8 from three-point range, finishing with just 2 points. Arguably her worst offensive performance of the season. After the game, reminding Hull that she was still counted on for everything she brings to the team every single night.
Oh, open three. Oh, what a sight for Lexie Hull. She has needed that one to drop.
Hull benches up. Caitlin Clark with a big grin.
Then came the moment that changed everything against Chicago. Hull stepped into her first three-point attempt with Caitlin Clark watching from the bench. The ball left her hands with that familiar rotation, arced through the air, and dropped cleanly through the net. Clark leapt from the sideline in pure joy, celebrating as if she'd made the shot herself.
Again, no Sydney Colson out for the year with the ACL tear. Lexie Hull, though, the bucket and the foul. He's dealt with so much scoring adversity lately.
Yeah, terrific baseline execution. She comes off the curl. Tell you what, this Fever team is going to be very dangerous, no matter the roster.
Oh, Lexie Hull! Heat checking her napalm era right now.
That single shot broke the dam. Hull's confidence came rushing back as she began hunting for her next opportunity to shoot. She finished 4 for 6 from beyond the arc. But the box score didn't tell the real story. What you were witnessing was a player rediscovering her identity in real time. Hull was moving without the ball again, making the right reads, and playing with a sense of freedom that had been missing for weeks.
Lexie, that final three-pointer kind of felt like the perfect end of that night. Just if you could just talk to me about the celebration, how much of a relief that was for you, just kind of to punctuate it like that.
I mean, it's fun. You know, the crowd was behind us today. It's fun to walk out of the gym on a high note and on a make. And yeah, I mean, I saw the time going down, so I was trying to pull out my inner Kelsey Mitchell.
Hull's Plusing 22 rating showed that her impact went far beyond just scoring. Her 17-point season-high performance proved that sometimes all it takes is one shot to change everything. Her teammates celebrated every make. Aaliyah Boston threw up the three-point sign with both hands, and Sophie Cunningham wrapped Hull in a hug. Chicago had no idea they were about to witness a complete team demolition.
Crazy that I'm like, when the song comes on, just like it's all there. Like, you just gotta believe it, and I think Lexie knows that we believe in her. Our last game in Phoenix, I think we all were just a bit emotional about everything, and I think me and Lexie had an emotional moment because, you know, no one shot well, and I want her to know that we gonna count on her for, you know, what she brings to the table every night, and I'm gonna always stand by my teammates, so you never have to worry about that.
Kelsey Mitchell had never been asked to run an entire offense before in her WNBA career. But desperate times call for desperate measures. Known as a pure scorer, Mitchell built her reputation on putting points on the board, not on racking up assists. She'd averaged career highs in scoring, but had rarely been the one orchestrating the offense. This was a player who lived to put the ball in the basket.
Yeah, Kelsey, you obviously had to play out of position tonight, kind of fill in that point. You had a season-high 8 assists. Just how did you try to embrace that for this game and kind of?
Oh man, I haven't played point guard. I was telling the girls I haven't played point guard maybe since college, and so that was different. But I think I don't know, it brings out the vulnerable side of me, the leadership in which I need to keep getting better at and keep growing at. I think being in this PG position kind of helps with that. And I think I believe in my team. So seeing my assists, go up is just because of these girls. We have an unbelievable chemistry when it comes to, seeing and reading each other. So I think they made me look good tonight.
Playing point guard means sacrificing your own shot attempts to set up your teammates. A challenge that goes against every instinct Mitchell has developed over 7 seasons in the league. Coach Stephanie White noted that Mitchell had occasionally initiated the offense alongside Aaliyah Boston and Sophie Cunningham, but running the show full-time was an entirely different challenge.
Just to add to that, I think Kelsey's not giving herself enough credit. Her and Sophie putting themselves before the team, making sure that they're sacrificing, playing out of position, doing things that they don't normally do, maybe uncomfortable, but I think they both really did a great job of sacrificing in those moments and doing what the team needed to do.
My girl, sexy Lexie.
The first few possessions made the adjustment period clear. Mitchell had to completely rewire her basketball instincts in real time. You could see her fighting the urge to score, battling against years of habit. She was used to looking for her own shot first. Now, she had to see the whole floor and find the best option for her teammates.
Coming off the screen, trying to create some separation. Dumps it up to Boston. It trickles in.
But then something clicked. Mitchell began to see the floor differently. Passing lanes that once went unnoticed suddenly appeared in front of her. Her court vision expanded as she started threading passes through tight windows, setting up easy baskets for her teammates, sometimes surprising even them.
We're settled here in the half court. Nurse loses it. Mitchell 2-on-1. It's a foot race. Mitchell to Cunningham. Cunningham right there for 2 more.
The transformation was remarkable. Mitchell wasn't just managing the offense. She was conducting it like a seasoned floor general. Coach White had mentioned they'd need to simplify their plays and rely on a bigger lineup, but Mitchell was making it look anything but simple.
Cunningham thought about it this time, puts it on the deck. A deflection, bodies flying to the floor. Mitchell controls, 8 to shoot. Mitchell, hesitation in the paint. The floater off the window.
And here is Kelsey Mitchell getting downhill. Little sidestep into the floater.
Pivoting, pirouetting, tough shot, well defended. Mitchell trying to attack Allen. Step back tray. Mitchell buries it.
Chicago's defense had no answer for Mitchell's dual threat ability. They couldn't decide whether to stop her shot or her passing. Every time they committed to one, she punished them with the other. When they played her for the pass, she scored. When they focused on her scoring, she found the open teammate.
It's now Van Lith on the island. Mitchell trying to create a little separation. Oh, the hezzy and the scoop off the window. Chelsea Mitchell.
Can't guard her off the bounce. The hezzy, the floater, the kiss off the glass.
Parades the baseline back up top. Working again. Westbelt. Step back three. Rolls it in. And that is a long two this time.
Mitchell finished with a season high in assists, proving that great players impact winning no matter where they play. In one night, she reinvented her game, creating better looks for her teammates than they'd had in weeks. But the real story was just beginning on the other side of the court. As the playoffs approach, the Fever have built resilience and character through adversity. And soon, Caitlin Clark will be back in the lineup. This win without their superstar showed that the Fever are more than one player. While other teams rely on individual talent, Indiana is building the chemistry that wins championships. Coach Stephanie White has stressed the importance of having players who support one another. That mentality shows in moments like this. When Hull was struggling, her teammates kept trusting her. When Mitchell had to play out of position, everyone adjusted to make it work.
Chelsea obviously had to play out of position tonight. She had a season high 8 assists. Just how did you see her embrace having to do that, embrace having to do like what the team needed tonight?
Yeah, I mean, that's who she is. She just wants to play. And, I felt like we did a good job of still getting her the ball in positions that she had been getting the ball. We just try to do it, a little bit more often and try to get it a little bit more in flow. And she let the game come to her. Her decision making has been really good. She had those 8 assists and only 1 turnover. Her shot making was really good, as it always is, and we know that she's going to create a lot of gravity because of what she does on the offensive end. And she did a really good job of picking her moments and finding her teammates when she needed to.
Hull's confidence is back after breaking out of her shooting slump. Mitchell has unlocked a new dimension to her game as a facilitator, and Boston continues to anchor everything in the paint with her steady presence. These aren't just individual improvements. This is a supporting cast around Clark that's no longer defined by roles. They're legitimate weapons, capable of taking over games when it matters most.
She is her own worst critic. She's a perfectionist. She wants everything to go right all the time. And, it was nice to see the ball go through the net for her and for her to play with such confidence. I mean, for us, we believe that every time she shoots it, it's going to go in. But for her to finally feel that and see that and play with so much confidence, it's big for us. We need her. She always does the little things that don't show up on the stat sheet, but when she knocks down shots, we're a different team.
Every win like this builds the mental toughness that separates good teams from great ones when the playoffs arrive. The Fever faced adversity with injuries to Sydney Colson and Ari McDonald. They could have folded after back-to-back losses to Phoenix and Los Angeles, but instead, they think together defensively.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of this group. I think we've shown all season long, they're resilient, they're connected, they pull for each other, they enjoy one another, they celebrate one another, and, that stuff alone is good for 10 to 12 points a game. And, for this group, the way that they share the ball, how unselfish they are. I mean, I'm really proud of them. It's not been ideal circumstances all season long, but they've shown the character of who they are. They've been resilient. They've responded to adversity, and they continue to elevate one another. And I couldn't be more proud of this group than I am at this moment.
The 2025 season isn't just about making the playoffs anymore. It's about making serious noise once they get there. This Fever team is building something sustainable, something that goes beyond talent. They're creating a culture where everyone knows their role and is willing to sacrifice for the team. But first, they had to finish what they started against Chicago. The Sky were about to find out just how dangerous this group has become.
I think it just says a lot about who we have as human beings. That was one of the things that we made a priority in the off season of, who we bring into this organization. Number one, quality human beings, selfless human beings that want to pull for one another, that understand. We have this depth for a reason, and sometimes it creates challenges getting people on the floor. But in situations like this is why you have it. And I'm just, she's right. I mean, as a pro and as a pro coach, this is one of the most connected groups I've seen.
What started as a basketball game quickly turned into a statement performance that reminded everyone why the Fever are playoff bound. The final score, 92-70, was a 22-point blowout against a team desperate for a win. Their fourth straight victory over Chicago wasn't just about adding another win. It was about sending a message to the entire league. As Chicago sinks toward the bottom of the standings for the second straight year, Indiana's dominance stands as proof that the Fever have built something real, sustainable, and special heading into 2025.